الذين اصطفى أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم قل أنفقوا طوعا أو كرها لن يتقبل منكم إنكم كنتم قوما فاسقين وما منعهم أن تقبل منهم نفقاتهم إلا أنهم كفروا بالله وبرسوله ولا يأتون الصلاة إلا وهم كسالى ولا ينفقون إلا وهم كارهون فلا تعجبك أموالهم ولا أولادهم إنما يريد الله ليعذبهم بها في الحياة الدنيا وتزهق أنفسهم وهم كافرون ويحلفون بالله إنهم لمنكم وما هم منكم ولكنهم قوم يفرقون لو يجدون ملجأ أو مغارات أو مدخلا لولوا إليه وهم يجمحون ومنهم من يلمزك في الصدقات فإن أعطوا منها رضوا وإن لم يعطوا منها إذا هم يسخطون ولو أنهم رضوا ما آتاهم الله ورسوله وقالوا حسبنا الله سيؤتينا الله من فضله ورسوله إنا إلى الله راغبون صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. So Surah Taubah, until the completion of this ruku, things about munafiqeen, things that they did and what should be their way if they were true Muslims are mentioned. قُلْ أَنْفِقُوا طَوْعًا أَوْ كَرْهًا. Say to them that if you spend طَوْعًا أَوْ كَرْهًا, طَوْعًا means willingly, happily, أو كَرْهًا or with your dislike, not liking it, willingly or unwillingly basically. لن يقبل منكم, لن يتقبل منكم, it will not be accepted from you. Why? Because intention is something that makes things acceptable or unacceptable in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Somebody might do really good, but if the intention is bad, not only that it is not accepted, it becomes a cause of punishment. إنكم كنتم قوم فاسقين. The reason is that you are among the sinning people, so your sin is in the heart, that your intention is not right. You basically don't have any iman in your faith. You are a hypocrite, which is that you are only because you are compelled because of the worldly harms that you may face if you express your disbelief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are with Muslims, but in your heart you don't have anything. وَمَا مَنَعَهُمْ أَن تُقْبَلَ مِنْهُمْ نَفَقَاتُهُمْ إِلَّا أَنَّهُمْ كَفَرُوا بِاللَّهِ وَبِرَسُولِهِ. Nothing has prevented your spending from being accepted except إِلَّا أَنَّهُمْ كَفَرُوا بِاللَّهِ وَبِرَسُولِهِ. The reality is that they have kufr in their heart. They have kufr from Allah and Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his Rasul. وَلَا يَأْتُونَ الصَّلَاةَ, and the salah that you come for, وَلَا يَأْتُونَ الصَّلَاةَ إِلَّا وَهُمْ كُسَالَى. They do not come for salah except kusala, unwillingly, lazily, out of compulsion only. وَلَا يُنْفِقُونَ إِلَّا وَهُمْ كَارِهُونَ. And their spending, as for their spending, they do not spend without a lot of hatred in their heart. So these are things, when you talk about their heart, these munafiqeen, they have nothing except kufr in there. When you talk about their actions, the two actions that they have to do, that they are compelled to do because they want to maintain their facade of being a Muslim, what happens? That they do it very unwillingly, very lazily. So here in ulama have written that even for believers, now the hypocrites, the primary problem was disbelief or nifaq of heart, which is nifaq aqidah, nifaq bil aqidah, that they did not have belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you don't really believe in something and you are supposed to, you are made to do it, you are compelled to do it, then you do it very unwillingly with a lot of hatred in your heart. But those people who believe, if they are very lazy in salah, they should be worried, they should be concerned. Or if spending in the path of Allah troubles them a lot, gives them a lot of pain or trouble, then they should be worried that do we have some degree of hypocrisy or nifaq in our hearts. What is that degree of hypocrisy or nifaq? That degree of hypocrisy and nifaq is not of aqidah, because alhamdulillah all of us believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there and He's our Lord, but this is the nifaq or hypocrisy of action, that you don't do what you're supposed to do. فَلَا تُعْجِبْكَ أَمْوَالُهُمْ وَلَا أَوْلَادُهُم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and all the believers, not only in the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Sahaba, but for eternity, for all the days of the world, do not be surprised or do not be impressed with their wealth or their people basically. Awladuhum literally means their offsprings, their progeny, their clan, but it basically means all their supporters. So do not be impressed with whatever they have in terms of world. Do not be impressed with their number. Do not be impressed with their wealth. Do not be impressed with their number. إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُعَذِّبَهُم بِهَا فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. The intent of Allah, the will of Allah is that Allah has decreed to punish them through this number and their strength. Because of their number, their children, their families will become a living hell for them, and their wealth will become a living hell for them. And this is what happens for those people who don't listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the non-believers, and to some degree the believers who do not uphold the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in their life. They keep on working for their children come back to bite them. Their children become a constant source of pain for them. Their wealth, they become slaves of their wealth, as in first they work hard, they exert themselves, they give up so much pleasures to earn that money, then sometimes they still don't get it. If they get it, and even if according to their wish they get it, the second thing is that through their wealth they are worried. The next worry is that they are constantly worried about losing it. Then even if that goes to plan, at the time of death it is snatched away from them, no matter how hard they want to stay with it. And this wealth, protecting it and increasing it, makes their life a living hell, that they constantly keep on working to get more money, to preserve that money, to never have any decrease in their money. This is what their life becomes. They are not able to get any real benefits from that money, which is comfort and peace, which is the ultimate goal of money. So we should know that money itself or wealth itself is not the goal. The goal is to get comfort and peace in life. If money does not give us that, then money has no use. It is actually a azab. It is actually a punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَتَزْهَقَ أَنفُسُهُمْ وَهُمْ كَارِهُونَ. In fact, so إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُعَذِّبَهُمْ بِهَا فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. Allah intends to punish them with these in this life, this worldly life, lowly life. وَتَزْهَقَ أَنفُسُهُمْ وَهُمْ كَارِفُونَ, and that their souls should depart while they are disbelievers. So another major punishment that they get through their wealth and their children is that because of these things they remain engrossed and engaged in them and never think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the biggest punishment is that these things become a source of their staying away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is a principle that we need to remember, that however good, however beautiful a thing may be, if it pulls us away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for sure it is a punishment. For sure it is a azab. And if something might be hard and unpleasant to us, but it pulls us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for sure it is a blessing and a ni'mat. So therefore, the azab herein is that these things will always keep them away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They will be happy with this worldly life and the things of this world, and they will depart this world in a way that they are in a state of kufr. وَيَحْلِفُونَ بِاللَّهِ إِنَّهُمْ لَمِنْكُمْ وَمَا هُمْ مِنْكُمْ وَلَكِنَّهُمْ قَوْمٌ يَفْرَقُونَ. They swear by Allah, they take an oath that they are from among you, they are from among the Muslims. وَمَا هُمْ مِنْكُمْ. Allah is declaring that they are not from you. There is a major difference between you and them. وَلَكِنَّهُمْ قَوْمٌ يَفْرَقُونَ. They are what? They are a people in fear. What does that mean? That because of fear they have become a part of you. Otherwise, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, لَوْ يَجِدُونَ مَلْجَأً أَوْ مَغَارَاتٍ أَوْ مُدَّخَلًا لَوَلَّوْا إِلَيْهِ وَهُمْ يَجْمَحُونَ. If they find a place of refuge away from you, even in caves or any place to enter, they will turn towards it running, as if a horse is tied by a rope, it breaks that rope and runs away. This is how they will run away from Islam and Muslims if they find any refuge apart from Muslims. So they are not from among you. وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ يَلْمِزُكَ فِي الصَّدَقَاتِ فَإِنْ أُعْطُوا مِنْهَا رَضُوا وَإِنْ لَمْ يُعْطَوْا مِنْهَا إِذَا هُمْ يَسْخَطُونَ. The reality of their spending is that whenever sadaqat come, or whenever the time is to get the return, the meaning here is that sadaqat, all sorts of sadaqat that the Islamic government spends, the Prophet ﷺ used to give people in charity, or whatever spoils of war would come, or however, in whatever shape or form there was giving on part of the Prophet ﷺ, they would, na'uzu billah, find fault in the distribution of the Prophet ﷺ, that the Prophet ﷺ did not do justice, na'udhu billah. فَإِنْ أُعْطُوا مِنْهَا رَضُوا وَإِنْ لَمْ يُعْطَوْا مِنْهَا إِذَا هُمْ يَسْخَطُونَ. If they get it, if you give something, then they become happy. If they are given nothing, إِذَا هُمْ يَسْخَطُونَ, they are annoyed. وَلَوْ أَنَّهُمْ رَضُوا, the real thing that they should have done if they were real believers, and this was much better for them. وَلَوْ أَنَّهُمْ رَضُوا مَا آتَاهُمُ اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ. Whatever the Prophet ﷺ, and of course the giving of the Prophet ﷺ is the giving of Allah. So whatever Allah and His Rasul ﷺ would have given them, they would have become happy with it. Therein is a lesson for us as well, that whatever we have in life, we should be happy with it. If that which Allah has given to us, we are happy over it. وَقَالُوا, and their sentence should have been Hasbunallah, Allah is enough for us, Allah is enough a caretaker for us. Sayu'teen Allahu min fadlihi wa rasuluhu. And if there was benefit for us, then Allah and His Rasul would have given to us. So be complacent, be happy with what Allah has decided, or the Rasul ﷺ was among them, whatever he has given, if they had been happy with it and content with it and would have said, we rely on Allah, Allah is enough for us, that would have been much better, worlds better for them. And if Allah had willed, or Allah had seen it appropriate for us, beneficial for us in reality, Allah would have given it to us, or Rasul ﷺ would have given it to us. And they should have said, Inna ilallahi raghibun. Our real intent, our real goal is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Himself, not these worldly things. So the way of munafiqeen, to run after the things of the world, to engage in them and forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is a characteristic sign of munafiqeen. Even their Islam, even their good deeds are under this prime motive of getting the world. Na'udhu billah. And the believers, the true believers, they are happy with what Allah decides, what Allah gives them. If it is more, they are happy. If it is less, they are happy. They say two things, Hasbunallah and Inna ilallahi raghibun. Allah is enough for us. If we have Allah, we have everything. Inna ilallahi raghibun. We turn towards Allah. Our real goal is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These worldly things, if they come, that's great. If they don't, even then we are happy. Because if they were good for us, Allah would have given us. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.